After doing so many videos about impressive GBA games, I thought I'd spice things up a little and take this channel in a radical, new direction. Just a quick disclaimer before I get started, I stayed away from obvious choices for this video. You won't be seeing any Zelda, Metroid, or Kingdom Hearts games on this list, just because you probably already know about them. If you're the kind of person who stays up late at night thinking that the one thing that The Wizard of Oz is missing is a JRPG adaptation, then boy do I have the game for you. This is The Wizard of Oz Beyond the Yellow Brick Road. Developed by Media Vision, released in Japan in 2008 and America in 2009, this game is both technically marvelous and artistically beautiful. The visuals here speak for themselves, just look at how detailed these environments are, particularly with those great looking grass and nature assets. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time to tell you if it's a good game or not, but judging by reviews at the time, it seems to be a competent turn-based RPG with some interesting things going on. I'm just super impressed by how good this game looks. It's definitely one of the best looking 3D DS games. 2007's Dementium the Ward is a Silent Hill-esque first-person horror game developed by Renegade Kid. Originally pitched to actually be a Silent Hill game, Konami turned down the idea and this is what came of it. As you can see, it's quite a good-looking game with thoroughly detailed environments consistently impressing, though it does reuse its assets too often for my liking, so it can get very repetitive. It's not a fast-paced game, but it does run well at 60 FPS, so it feels smooth to play. The game itself has some problems, but the developers did understand the fundamentals of what makes a game scary, so surprisingly this game is dripping with atmosphere. It has that kind of grainy charm that 90s horror games have. If you played something like the original Silent Hill, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you do want to try this game, it has a remaster on the 3DS, so it might be worth checking that out, but as it stands, Dementium is a very impressive feat for the DS, especially being released so early in its life cycle. Brothers in Arms DS attempts to be a cinematic third-person cover shooter for the system. Released by Ubisoft in 2007 and developed by Gameloft, who you may know from all those knockoff phone games. Brothers in Arms DS impresses with its variety of great-looking environments and fast gameplay. With its explosions, vehicles, Nazis, and gunfire, there's often so much going on screen at the same time, making it all feel very busy. Unfortunately, it struggles to hit its 30 FPS goal all the time, but it's easy to see why. As far as how it is as a game, it's playable, but it's just about as bland as you'd expect. It even has the loading screen war quote cliche thing, and just like in every other war game, it feels super out of place here. Never think that war, no matter how necessary, nor how justified, is not a crime. Thanks Ernie, but I'm just playing a bad 10-year-old DS cover shooter. Relax. Moon from 2009 is a sci-fi first-person shooter game also developed by Renegade Kid, the same developers behind Dementium. It tells the story of a mysterious accident which occurs on, you guessed it, the moon. As you can see, it looks quite detailed. Atmosphere is its highest priority, and in that regard, it very much succeeds with some interesting lighting effects. The graphics engine somehow achieves a smooth 60 frames, which makes it very playable to this day. That said, if you do want to give this game a go, it has a 3DS remake just like Dementium, so maybe play that instead. I didn't have time to get too far into this one, so I can't really tell you how good it is, but it certainly looks nice. My only complaint is that it reuses its assets over and over again, just like Dementium, but otherwise I'm impressed. Cop the Recruit from 2009 is a Grand Theft Auto-esque open-world game which features some of the most impressive visuals on the DS. It's developed by Velez and Jubail, who you might recognize as the developers of V-Rally 3 and Driver 3 on the GBA, so it's not too surprising that this game is so remarkable. Speaking of Driver, this game was originally meant to be a game in that series, and it even has the same sound effects and city as Driver Parallel Lines. As a fan of the Driver games, playing this game was pretty novel. Somehow VD Dev got this game running at 60 FPS. There's a huge variety of locations and things to do with a relatively detailed rendition of New York City. Interiors are also densely detailed, and look how the streets are filled with traffic and pedestrians. It's incredible. As far as how it plays, it's sort of boring. There's some interesting ideas here that don't really land, but it's really worth playing just to marvel at its visuals. And with that, there's 5 graphically impressive DS games. I don't have many fond memories of the DS, so I don't really have any tidbits from my past to share. I didn't even own one back when these were relevant, but I at least found making this video to be an interesting and informative experience, even if the games themselves were pretty boring. Nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if this video gets 1 dislike, I'll do a foot reveal.